Welcome, travelers. For those of you new to the channel, Aclion Chronicles is a world-building project that I've been working on for over a decade now. Aclion is a world of magic, intrigue, and conflict, reflected in the people who populate it. My videos are a collection of art process, storytelling, and lore exploration. For a long time, all of this creativity was only seen through my D&D campaigns and the comics I illustrated. There's so much to Aclion that I want to share with the world, and that's why I started this channel. I won't let all this work go to waste. If this is your jam, then please like, subscribe, and comment on this video, and tell me where in Aclion you would like to explore next. Aclion exists in the Prime Materium, a place fueled by the realms of creation. Each of these realms are the perfect paragon of a core aspect of reality. Whether they are referred to as elemental forces or the states of matter, the function's still the same. They fueled the formation of the Prime Materium, produced the materials that would be the building blocks of reality. Myths tell that the realms are in fact the bodies of powerful entities, known as the Prime Draconi, who were forced into an eternal sleep long ago. The dragons of legend were supposedly their servitors, observing and defending the laws of reality until their masters fell asleep and took the dragons with them. This left reality without rulers, plunging the realms of creation into chaos. The next in line below the dragons were the giants, enormous forces of nature, who were not equipped to manage an entire realm, let alone reality. These greater elementals were more complex than the lower ranks, but still were ruled by their core nature. All giants are unique in appearance, even within a particular realm. Most giants spend their existence in their home realms, rarely leaving it. The exception being the Prime Materium, as it is a melting pot of all the elemental forces. On the rarest of occasions, a giant can be born in places steeped in primal energies across Aclion. The Sheriffei are giants from Canicus. Forged from fire, they appear in naturally volatile locations. Whether their birth creates volcanoes or it's the other way around is not for certain. Solitary and erratic, Sheriffei do not like stagnation. They require constant novelty and get bored easily. In Canicus, most of these giants spend their time engaging in warfare with one another, leading armies of lesser spirits into endless combat. Those that find themselves in Aclion don't stray too far from their birthplace. Volcanoes, forest fires, and even lightning storms have been claimed as dominion by a Sheriffei. Most of the time, their very presence empowers these natural disasters to a supernatural level. Eternal fires and endless lightning strikes are blamed on the presence of one of these giants. The Gorgolith, in contrast, are sedentary giants. Forged from crystal, ice, and solid stone, these elementals settle in areas of stillness, mountaintops, windless plains, and spend their time in serene passivity. Most of the time, mortals aren't even aware that a Gorgolith resides nearby, the only signs being how unnaturally arid and still the lands are. Don't confuse their indifference for timidness. The Gorgolith are loyal to no one. Now, let's get into the story. Beyond the Minosovic north, where the winds scour the flesh from bone, and the sun hides for half the year, stands Royce Mountain. The peak is black with old ash, and its flanks still bleed fire into the snowfields. The people of the north say it is cursed, for two giants were born there, and their hatred split the mountain in two. They were Sulfrid and Rymgal, twin sons of Canicus, their bodies forged from molten stone and storming flame. At their birth, the mountain roared, and fire spilled so high that it turned the hills of the plateau into cinder. Yet even as infants of Aclion, the brothers despised one another. They clashed endlessly, hurling avalanches and rivers of fire until the sky itself darkened with their fury. But the North is not a land that ignores strife. Far across the ice plateau, the Lady of the North watched. None agree on her shape. Some say she is pale as the moonlit glacier. Others that her body is a cathedral of frozen glass. Yet all know she is hunger itself. Clothed in stillness, where she walks, hearts falter. The lady spoke to Rymgal. In the silence between battles, she promised him an end to Sulfrid's taunts, an end to the fire that seared his soul with unrest. She whispered of power, of dominion over the cold vastness, where even flame must perish. And Rymgal listened. When the brothers fought again, Rymgal had changed. The giant and his army descended upon the mountain like a snowfall at dusk. Rymgal was no longer a Sheriffé, yet not a true Gorgolith. With a touch, the Lady of the North had frozen his burning heart. His veins that once carried molten fire turned brittle with frost. His voice, once a roar of flame, cracked into the sound of glaciers breaking. The North had never seen his like. Driven mad by the tearing of his nature, he became her champion, an ice giant crowned in rime, leading armies of frozen spirits and bloodthirsty acolytes. Sulfrid was forced to recede deep within Royce Mountain. There his firestorms thunder against the endless blizzards of his brother. The people say their war will never end, the fire giant chained to his mountain, and the ice giant marching with his lady across the wastes. And so, the North remains a land of ruin. Villages vanish beneath ash or snow, never knowing which brother's wrath had claimed it. Yet in mead halls, the scalds still warn. If ever the twins should meet again in full combat, Royce Mountain will be split to its roots, and the world itself will tremble at their hate.